Okay, in this video, we're going to show Jasmine going through a full clean and catch motion, power clean from a hang, and she is using, of course, a dowel. The dowel represents the bar because there is a center of mass to the dowel, just like there would be a bar if there was weight on it. In this case here, you will see her handle the bar using a regular hook grip and then move into a position where she drives the weight up close to her body. Let's look at it firstly in full speed. She's going to do about 3 or 4 repetitions here so you can see. We start off with our basic positioning, butt back, bar directly over the feet, shoulders in front of the bar, and then we move ourselves into position to be able to pull under the bar. We want to be sure we reset the feet each time. We want to have the feet directly beneath the hips and the hands slightly outside the feet. Keeping the bar close to the body as we pull in. Wrists above the hands, obviously, and of course the elbows will be above the wrists. We don't want to pull the bar too high initially. So push the hips forward, shrug, arms are still straight, pull up with the elbows, push the elbows under, and catch the bar. So let's go back and look at it slowly, and then we'll work our way through it to give you an idea of how to execute the movement. I like to do these exercises unloaded because when you do it with weight, of course things will change somewhat, but it's important to learn the movement correctly before we try to add resistance. It's really important because we do not wish to add strength to a dysfunctional movement. So we want to master the movement first before we add weight. As you can see, the butt is well back. It's important that the butt be well back because, again, bar is directly over the feet. Your feet obviously are your base of support, here and here. You can see the other end of the bar, the center of mass, the bar being right about there, the other side of the bar being there, directly above the feet. As you can see, the shoulders, of course, are in front of the bar, as you can see here, which is where they should be. And that's always the case, and the reason why that is because, as you can see, the butt is behind the bar. So they're kind of somewhat counterbalancing one another. The hips will drive forward, and the chest, of course, will drive upward, which is what we want. As the athlete starts the movement directly up, we keep the bar up above the feet, again, above the base support. Base support moves somewhat forward because now the athlete's jumping, so they're on the balls of their feet, so the bar's going to move somewhat forward, but still above the base. Keep the bar close because if you push the bar away, the chest has to move away. Now from this position, the shoulders are shrugged up, as you can see. The shoulders have moved up towards the ear. From that point, now we pull the elbows up. As you can see, we want to keep the elbows above the wrists at that point. That's what we want to do. The bar comes up to about where the xiphoid process is, or the bottom of the sternum. And at that point, we want to pretend as though we're swinging ourselves. We're swinging our shoulders and our body underneath a table, with, of course, this being the table edge right here. The elbows will go underneath the bar, and the body and the hips will move back as the elbows go forward, as you'll see here. She pulls under, the feet somewhat spread, hips go down, elbows go in front of the bar to help maintain the weight. This is what we call our rack position. She stands up. As you can see, the bar is still above her feet, which is what we want. This is a very well executed clean. It's harder to do actually correctly when there's no weight. So once we get her where she can do this consistently with weight, then we put actual load on the bar. If she moves quickly and with aggression and with consistent placement, she should do fine. The only thing I would change on here is I don't think that she is looking up as much as she should. I would like to see the athlete look up because, again, if the chest is looking upward, the head should be back somewhat if the spine's neutral. So she's got to work on that just a little bit. Again, keep the bar close as if you're shaving the belly. Elbows come through. The athlete catches the weight, drops the hips behind. We'll look at it from another angle, from the front, same thing. She drives up, hips come forward, as if she's jumping in the air. Shoulders are shrugging upward, as you can see. One shoulder goes here, other one goes there towards the ear, but the arms are still straight, as you can see. From that position, now we pull the elbows up. The wrists stay below. Wrists are here, right? They always stay below the elbow. Do not try to curl the weight. And then from here, the elbows will travel to the front as she pulls herself beneath the bar, keeping the bar over her base support. And we stand up in a good rack position with the elbows high and to the front. Very good technique, and I think she's almost ready to start using weight. Very well executed.